Hello and welcome back to the Popcorn for Dinner podcast, and welcome to Homeland, where you can find the only two people that are enjoying The Boys Season 5 on the internet, The Boys' final season. I'm Bankole Makwede, and today we're discussing the penultimate episode of The Boys. And joining me once again, he's trying to discuss this episode without going to hell for blasphemy. It's us, secondly.
Hey man, the boys writers are cooking up some shit for this final season, bro.
Oh my god, how are you doing?
I'm chilling, man. I'm just happy that one of my predictions finally came right, bro.
Bro, it came right in so many ways. I was watching the show and I was like, I can't believe this guy was correct. How did you feel about this episode?
I think it was a good episode, honestly. I liked the fact that they kind of went into like Butcher's consciousness a little bit to see what, kind of like makes him tick, to see like was he's really carrying, and like to kind of give a little inkling of what's really going on inside his head, right? Like, I feel like people will be forgetting that apart from the fact that he himself is a crazy guy, that like the V and like his tumor is also making him crazy as well, and he's also like scrambling his brain, like Sinab said. So he's literally starting to, for lack of better words, forget like who and what was really going on in his past, or he's trying to forget, right?
Trying to forget.
Yeah, so I feel like I was like, that was a good addition to the episode. And I also like the fact that like, they kind of like showed that like, Hughie was actually losing hope. Like he's like, yeah, that like Omo or fuck to, like, I can't even lie, this shit is looking crazy. And I like the fact that like, they did the little remontada for him going back to being himself, him getting his OCD again because he's like, yeah, life is worth living, like,
Well, is it OCD or is it just like pure proper hygiene, man? Like, it's like touching a rat.
To be fair, in this case, it was just like proper hygiene, but I mean, yeah.
This episode is titled The Frenchman, the Female, and the Man Called Mother's Milk, which is one of, I think, the titles of like the early The Boys graphic novels. It is written by Anselm Richardson and is directed by Sylvian White. I liked this episode. I didn't love this episode. I had some things that like kind of rubbed off against. I've obviously praised The Boys in this final season, which is you, me, and like 3 other people on the internet who are liking this season. I've praised it for being a TV show, right? For doing TV show stuff as opposed to doing 8 hours of a movie or whatever they say. I did feel like in this episode, I could then now feel them feeling maybe not scared. Scared is the wrong word, but feeling conscious that the end is near and they have to do things. And some things here did feel rushed, ill-placed. I don't know what the word is. Now, if you're one of the critics of the season, maybe you could say, well, that's what we've been shouting about all season, that things are going to be rushed when you get to the final 2 episodes. That could be your argument, and that's fair. I don't think it's entirely fair. I don't think it's entirely true, but there were some things here where I was like, it just didn't feel kind of right for me, right? As a whole.
I feel you, yeah.
And we'll talk about them as we go into each character. I want to start with the deep because for this, and I think I have generally kind of liked the deep storylines, even like the ones that have been a bit out there. But I think for the second week in a row, he's kind of had the weakest storyline to me. So what happens with the deep episode is that Homelander is suspending the 7.
Abolishing the 7.
Abolishing the 7. He makes the joke that we made a few episodes back that there's never really been 7 members of the 7 in quite some time. I think since... Did Starlight come in for Lamplighter?
I think she did.
Yeah, so these guys always just do like for like A Train places Mr. Marathon. Yeah, so I think since before Starlight came in, when Lamplighter was still there, that was the last time they were seven.
That's
That's
what I
when
said.
Starlight comes in, Translucent dies, like literally at the same time. Um, I, I don't know. I don't know what it was. I just didn't really fully like. I get it on the paper on the page. I get the deep storyline. I just didn't really. Maybe because I don't know where it's going. I don't see where it's going. Or maybe the finale will make more sense. Like it feels like a beginning of the season arc. Like it feels like the start of an arc that starts beginning of the season as opposed to the end of one. So I'm kind of intrigued as to like what happens.
I feel like it's just a way to start the closeout of his arc, right? Like I feel like they want to break him down before he ultimately dies.
Hmm.
Just like they want to strip him of everything, like the barest minimum, so he suffers embarrassment before he gets killed. That's how I'm seeing it going, right? Because it's like him dying, and it's just like him dying. It's a little bit too easy for all the fucked up shit that he has done.
Mm.
Now, like his beloved Ocean, everybody hates him. The actual humans have seen that he's a bitch, literally.
That was
And
very funny. Like
bro, and
him
they have
just
it on video,
sliding off screen.
bro, and they have it on video too. So it's like they're destroying his reputation, destroying his confidence. He's literally going to die sad and pathetic. And for me, I'm like, fair enough. I can see
I like
why you guys are
I,
doing this.
I like that. I like that idea. I didn't think about that because I was like, okay, you're stripping all these things away, but normally you strip all these things away and then you leave the person to wallow in their strippedness, right? But like if you're stripping it away just so that they can die, so he the deep himself can die in a pathetic way. That I guess that's different, and
A
I
small price to
would
pay for
say,
salvation.
yeah. um, good reference. Uh, yeah. So I guess yeah. It didn't really work for me. But again, it's one of those things that I guess with the final payoff in the finale, it could either work or just like wasted our time. So I'm kind of like intrigued with that. Obviously, I believe that was Sam Jackson. Which is it's an excellent pull.
Xander the Shark.
Yeah.
I was like, fair enough, man. Y'all got it.
How much do you think they paid him for 2 hours work?
Bro, I don't even want to know, bro. I don't know what to
two
do.
2 hours work in the booth. Okay. Who do you want to go to next? Who do you want to start with? Which character?
Oh father. Let's start with Oh
Okay.
father. Let's
I
start
need
with
to
Oh
have it on
father.
my list. Okay, go. Okay. What do you want to say
So,
about him?
so the thing about Oh father is like you can tell that he's like actually a believer, right? On like he's looking for a replacement for a god that he can't see, a god that
Mm,
like lets him down, and like Homelander is that his replacement. But in his heart of hearts, right, he's still a preacher. Like he still wants to like make people believers. He still wants people to be like, okay, yeah, like he wants religion to be a comfort for people. Bringing people into the flock. Like he literally talks like a pastor. Like
mm-hmm.
so, it's like when they do the screening of the movie, like he's so excited. Literally, like you guys, see, bro, this guy is smiling all through. He looks through the crowd and you can see that, bro, these guys are fucking uncomfortable. Like, they're like, what the fuck? So after he now asks guys, okay, like, who believes Homelander is their true Lord and Savior? Of course, everybody puts up their hand and they're like, yeah, But literally, only 6 out of 30 of the whole crowd truly believes. And even when he calls Homelander at first, he doesn't even want to tell him, right? He's like, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we've caught Hughie and Butcher. Should we kill
Blessings are
them?
blessings. Yeah.
Yeah, his blessings of blessings. Should we kill them? He's like, nah, Gas Fancy's location. He's now still trying to duck. The Homelander's like, how far the test screening? And he's like, we got some follow-ups to do, this and that. Like, he doesn't want to say that, like, then these guys are not true believers. Then he's like, okay, like, there were 6 true believers. And Homelander is like, out of 30. And he's like, yeah, but it's calm, proselytizing is like my superpower. I can
Yeah.
convince them, this and that. Homelander is like, converts? So that you don't know what we're doing here.
There's no second chance here. It's,
Like
it's an,
he and the thing is again is like he was genuinely sad. Like
mm-hmm.
he did not want to. He wanted to still try because again, that's his whole thing. He's been preaching since he was 9, like he said. He's probably converted a lot of people, right? So it's like not even having the chance to do it it was heartbreaking for him. Like you could tell it was heartbreaking for him. Not even that he didn't want to kill those people, but it's like he couldn't fulfill his own purpose. Like
Hmm.
why he began preaching, why he became O Father in the first place to like win souls. So he's just like, damn, it is what it is. And that's why he himself did not even participate in the thing. He could have easily killed everybody there.
Yeah,
Like could have turned them to mush with his voice. But he's like,
yeah.
I don't want to see this shit. So I feel like that was interesting.
I don't have anything else to add to that. I like, yeah, I think that was excellently said. I agree with everything. Yeah, I think it's. I just found this. I found it so difficult to not to believe because I do believe that he believes, but I think I found it so difficult to just understand how someone who, by all accounts, genuinely believed in God, but also he's not lying. He genuinely believes in Homelander as God. Obviously, he knows that Homelander is not
He's
God,
not, but yeah.
but he believes in Homelander as God. Like he has dedicated his life to, like he's a true believer. And I've always I don't know how he made that journey. I don't know how that happened. Like, but yeah, he definitely, and you can see that he wants to kind of, you're right, he wants to convert these people. And I think my only thing to add is that, like, yes, if you have David Diggs, you get him to sing and dance on stage. Like if you have a Hamilton alum, you make him just do Hamilton stuff. But even that song, what does he say? Like, Jesus
Bro.
turned water to wine. Like, what a waste of his superpower. Like, we want someone that we can see. Like, yeah, it's, I don't know. I agree with everything you said regarding him for sure. Um, well, I guess since if we're at VOD studio, should we just stay there for a second?
Yeah, we might as
Um,
well.
because the MM and Annie interactions through conversation. I mean, I think personally, I would have liked this is one of the few things that like kind of rubbed up against. I would have liked if we didn't have this MM monologue
Mm,
because, but also you and I have been kind of pinpointing this MM arc for about 2 episodes now, right?
yeah.
But maybe this monologue was needed because, by all accounts, people on the internet are some people. Let me say, some people on the internet are watching a different show, and
Mm.
maybe again, maybe the show needs to be heavy-handed to kind of like say this is this character's arc. Like I would have preferred it if it was done as opposed to said. Like for example, we just kind of we saw those few instances in 6 and then in 7. Sorry, in 5 and then in 6. And by 7 he's made the realization. I would have liked to see him make the realization as opposed to like make the realization and then talk to Annie as opposed to just talking to Annie after making the realization. But I did like the monologue. They explained why his name is Mother's Milk in in the show, as opposed to how why he's because
But
in the
in the
comics his
comics, it's some shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. To anyone who doesn't know, in the comics his Mother's Milk because he literally takes his mother's milk to get the
To get
superpowers. Or
powers, yeah.
yeah, because he has powers in the comics, Marvin. Um. Anyway, so yeah, that's what, like I like the end point and I like most of the journey because this is we wanted this kind of arc, and I do think Laz Alonso is really good in that performance of delivery of the monologue. But it's just like I thought, okay, I would have liked if it wasn't a monologue,
Yeah.
right? I would have liked if we saw more of it, but then so many things are getting lost to the audience that maybe you just need to say it out loud.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the point I was trying to make, right? Like the simple truth of the matter, bro. Media literacy is at an all-time low, bro. Like, so I feel like as some boys in the show, the writers are just like, this is something that actually just needs to be said aloud.
Yeah.
Like, let people know. And again, and it's so funny that you actually bring that up because it's like, if you notice, they've started calling Homelander a Nazi a lot more this season. I like, so it's like, I feel like the writers go on the internet and see what people are talking about, and they're like, yeah, like you guys are not getting what's going on right here.
Yeah, yeah.
So
We need to underline it,
yeah,
capitalize it, everything.
so I feel like that especially that like monologue is literally just a function of that. And again, in terms of like the timing and the way they did it, I didn't see it as like rushed, or I didn't see it as like that's bad, right? Like because it came at a moment where Annie was at that crossroads. She was literally like, bro, what's the point of saving these people
Mhm.
if they don't even want to be saved, right? and it's now like the point that she's going from the actual hero that she is to becoming more butcher. Like we've already seen Annie going down that path, right? Has also seen himself going down that path. So Annie's saying that, and he's like, man, like I think it helped him to see that, yeah, like wow, some shit,
Hmm.
basically. Like,
Hmm.
so I see why they did that.
Yeah, no. Like I said, I like the intention. I like most of the journey, and I like the destination. It's just this last leg. I was just like, I would much rather have like seen make that realization, or like be like I'm losing myself, than have him just give a monologue to Annie. But yeah, it is what it is. It's one of those things where I was like, okay, if you started the arc in episode 2 instead of 5,
The
could
vibe,
we
yeah.
have had more time to kind of draw it out as opposed to rushing it in episode 7? But again, it's like I said, I do think there's some things in this episode that were rushed, but it doesn't necessarily make me. And maybe I'm being stubborn, but like it doesn't change my opinion on like the earlier episodes. Like
No, no, for sure.
I still agree with him. If anything, I think this show in this episode, I think it went more into final season mode, which I guess is fair because next episode is the finale,
It's fine, yeah.
than it had been in the previous episodes that I had liked. That I just took it as a normal TV show. Um, I think we've basically already done Butcher and Huey, but no, let's since we're still in Vought Studios, let's kind of well, Kessler is back. I was
Mm-hmm.
beginning to wonder because we had predicted before season that we'll see Jeffrey Dean Morgan again. So
Mm-hmm.
when we did see him, I was like, oh shit, that's another prediction that we
Yeah,
kind
that
of
one that we
messed up.
go wrong.
Um, actually, no, sorry. Let's before we get there because it's tied. You made allusions to it earlier about how last week you predicted that Homelander wanted all the soups there so he could find out who's a true believer. Now, we'll talk about Homelander in depth, obviously, in a second, but earlier in the episode, he asks Ashley to check if the president is a true believer. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh shit, Osagale was correct. I was like, wow, not the way we expected, but Osagale was correct that he did this. And then we get to Vought Studios, I was like, oh shit, Osagale was really correct. I was like,
But you know, it's so funny because we need to intercut this clip of my realization to what he's doing into this episode because I realized that 5 minutes to the end of the last recording, bro.
also, you realize it in the recording, like,
Literally in the recording, bro. Because remember, we spoke about it in beginning of the last recording.
mhm.
I didn't think about it. Then when we were speaking about it at the end of the recording, I was like, oh shit, I know what this guy is trying to do. But I was like, I mean, it might be a little bit out there, but I'm like, knowing Homelander, that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, I'll put it here.
That even gives me a theory of why he's trying to gather so many psychics in the church. Because he
Okay.
wants to see who actually believes, then kill everybody
Jesus.
else.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so he's not just got psychics, he's got the worst of the worst. Um, they also have the worst of the worst shirts. Did you see Synapsis shirts?
Bro.
I know you ordered it. I know you
Ah.
if you don't know what Synapsis shirt says somehow, if you missed that, go back and check the episode. Um, yeah, so this also gives us a chance because they are psychics to get a bit more into like Butcher's, like you said, Butcher's mentality, Butcher's psyche, and we kind of realize who the real Kessler was. It's not the Kessler that we had seen all of last
No, I
season,
think,
right?
yeah.
Um, and again, it's the show being a bit heavy-handed in the allusions to like Kessler and Huey, and like and I would say this if I'm being honest, doing my mea culpa. When I first watched the episode, I was like, oh, it's another kind of nitpick of like how did Butcher escape when he told us earlier that he couldn't escape. And then I was like, oh no, actually no, it's the whole plan. Like when Synapse was in Huey's head, it meant that he was out of I was like, yeah, he said it. So why are you being dumb? So that was me being dumb. And I'm admitting to the podcast, even though I didn't have to. But you know, accountability. You guys weren't there. You guys weren't there when I went episode the first time. You did see my first draft of my notes. But I'm being honest with you guys. Accountability.
Accountability is important.
Yes. So that you don't say that. So next time you don't say I'm not liking the show, but I'm lying, I'm liking it. No. I only do that when we're getting paid. I only do that for the dollars. No. Oh yeah. So but Butcher also says that everything there's true. And So all of that. So I am kind of, I don't know. It does this place Butcher in a different place going into the final episode than what we already knew of Butcher? Like, what do you think? I feel like it's kind of, yeah.
I don't think it puts Butcher in a different place, right? Like, I think everybody already knows that Butcher is fucked in the head, bro. I don't think that there's any doubt in anybody's mind that Butcher is a fucked up individual. I think what everybody is trying to understand is if Butcher has any humanity left, right? And that's the question we have also been asking all season.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how, like, does Butcher have any humanity left? And we've been seeing slivers of his humanity here and there as the season has progressed. And I love this quote from this episode that he says when he's talking to Hughie. Let me see if I can, because I wrote it in my notes. He says, because Hughie, again, at this point has given up. Hughie's like, oh yeah, like, bro, we're going to die here. Just level with me. And Butcher looks at him and he's like, bro, even if I have to drag your broken fucking carcasses across the finish line, we are getting to the end of this and we're getting the job fucking done. And I'm just like, that's the only response I expected from Butcher. Because, like
Mm-hmm.
we've said, this guy has been locked in from day one. Butcher is ready to do anything to kill Homelander. Like, and that's what makes him so dangerous. Like, because even this thing about them trying to give Kimiko Soldier Boy's powers, in a million years, I would have never guessed that that's what they were trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I saw that and I'm like, fair enough, man. I never even thought of this. Even
Mm-hmm.
like, because remember when they were watching like the videos and you were like, oh, that you think Soldier Boy is like the key to all this. I was trying to
Yeah.
think of how, but like it didn't even come to my head that they could replicate the experiment. Because I'm like, how would you like? Do you get like how you going to replicate the experiment like on somebody that doesn't even have V1 in them?
Yeah.
Because
You know what?
again,
Pause on that because
okay,
when we get to the Kimiko, because I have questions.
okay,
I get to the
okay,
Kimiko French's thing, but yeah,
okay,
you
okay.
Butcher.
So
But
yeah, so that's then Kessa mentions about Butcher having a lot of like dead canaries in his coal mine. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, this is a fucked up dude, bro.
yeah,
The guy was like that, oh, that he can see that Butcher wants to rip him in half, and that's kind of making him erect. And I'm like, what kind of freaky ass shit is that?
Snaps is not. Yeah, not a good person. Speaking of pep talks, um, now just imagine by mistake you're Victoria Beckham and you watch The Boys. Like you and Dave Beckham watch The Boys randomly. Is your one show that you watch that you can't help you watch, and then you just log into this episode, and next thing you know, it's just Butcher eviscerating you, your career.
Bro,
And like, it's like,
was catching straight bullets up and down. I'm like, damn.
he said she can't sing, she can't dance, inability to
It's just
smile.
my
Like
guy,
I
I
was
was
like, "Bro."
dying, man.
Okay, no, onto them for the end.
Okay.
Let's do Sage. Let's
Sage.
do Sage.
Yeah.
Now, I am not as opposed to this kind of monologue, not monologue, writing it out as I was with the MM1, because again, people just didn't get it last week. So like
Yeah.
the show was like, look, it's love. She doesn't understand love because love makes people unpredictable. Like, I'm sorry that you guys didn't get it last week. Like, so, or or maybe I don't know. I was gonna say, is it? No, no, I don't know if that's fair or unfair to the show. Because I was gonna ask, or is it like the show has trained its audience to, I guess, expect it to be spoon fed the
I
way
don't
it
think
does
so.
spoon feed this episode. So, but I
I
don't know.
I don't think so, right? I think again is a function of the internet and media literacy, like we spoke about earlier, right? Because it's like even Anthony Starr himself, when he speaks about the show, he said he cannot believe that people are fans of Homelander. Like, like he can't believe it. That this is a terrible person on all accounts in every single thing, right? But it's like people are literally just not getting it. So I think for this final season, like they want to really flesh out everything for what it is, right? And it's like they've passed the point of trying to be subtle. Because
Mhm.
again,
I mean, the
people
show
don't
passed that point a long time
yeah,
ago.
yeah, no, so now I'm talking about in terms of like even the underlying themes,
Mm,
right? There's like they want it to be in your face. Cause even back to the movie trailer, bro, when when Jesus is giving the crown to Homelander, he's like transgender illegal rapists
Mm-hmm.
are making saving the world too hard. And I'm just like, bro, like they're just putting all the buzzwords out there, like just to let you all know that like this is what is being done. Like this
With
is
it,
just fear
yeah.
mongering of the highest order, and this is what's happening in real life, right? And again, it's like you see this and before people will complain that yeah, like that's not like what the people used to complain used to be that oh yeah, the boys is like woke garbage or whatever, and it's like
Uh-huh.
guys can't even say that anymore because hey, what they are doing in the show is happening in real
Trump
life.
has a gold statue.
Like, do
Um,
you get?
I think we talk about this, but I'm just thinking about it now. That might be that sequence of like the trailer and um the focus group's reaction. Also, it's funny that they gathered basically the 30 biggest Homelander supporters, and only 1/5 of them were on board. But I do think it might not be far fetched to say that that's the most generous this show has been to like that side, MAGA people.
Mm,
Because like they say these things, like these buzzwords are not outlandish. They are very entrenched in reality. That's what they are saying in real life, right? But like these supporters are kind of like, like you see, it cuts to them and like they're like transgender, and one of them is like, are we like, So like, is I think this is the most generous the show has been like saying like they're not they're not all like that, or like some of them know better. They just
yeah,
say things online. I think that's kind of maybe it's the most generous the show has ever been in not painting all of them in that kind of same brush.
that's fair.
Um, Sage. So the reason I was talking about Sage and subtlety is because you and I had this discussion last week, and we're talking about like, yeah, it makes sense because love is the one thing Sage cannot predict, and she doesn't know how people act in love. And I didn't think it was up for debate. I thought you and I were very kind of we were like, yeah, this makes sense. And then I go online, and then people are like, "How would Sage not predict this? Like she's the smartest person. Like she doesn't understand." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's the hope. Like
That's the whole point,
we have
bro.
a track record of this. So now this episode, no, so now the show, which is what I'm saying. Like obviously this was all made um before the episode aired, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like should the show have trusted its audience more and not have Sage say things like, oh, I can't predict love, or the person I loved, love blinded me to realize that the person I loved was going to be a narcissist or whatever. But then I was like, maybe the show should have trusted its audience more, but like, we have evidence to see that it shouldn't have. So I don't know. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like again, like I literally was on Twitter and I saw somebody and they posted a clip of them like skipping all of Annie's scenes in the show. And I'm like, no wonder you guys never know what the fuck is going on in this show. How can you watch a show like that? So you mean to tell me you just skip this entire character scenes and you're like, yeah, I'm watching this show.
Can I tell you something? And this might annoy or ostracize some of our listeners. So I guess I apologize. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. One of my biggest red flags of this show is anyone who hates Hughie.
Mm. Facts.
Because I think if you hate Hughie, then you're watching a different show. If you hate Hughie, then you are watching Avengers Endgame. Like you are not like you are only in it for the big spectacle, and like you're not in it for the sappy kind of hopeful thing that the show is, I think, eventually like trying to talk about.
Yeah.
Like I think you're in it for like the jokes and the fights. And maybe you're in it for the satire as well, maybe. But I think at the end, of the show like is still talking about humanity and Hughie and MM and Annie and Kimiko and Frenchie. So I think if you hate Hughie or you're like I don't want Hughie on the show, then I'm just like, oh okay, yeah, we can't talk about this show because it's a different kind of
Yeah.
show to
And
you.
and again, just to go off that, right? I feel like that was one thing the show did that the comics did not do at all. Like, bro, the comics of the boys are so much darker than the show,
Mm.
and like, bro, like there's no hope. Like, so I think the show actually wanted to give kind of, even though the show is still like so extreme, right?
Yeah, it's very
They wanted
cynical.
to
Yeah.
give that that bit of balance, right? Like there are hopeful characters, there are characters that are trying their best to be good. Like, bro, in the comics there was nothing like that. Like,
Have you read all of the comics?
I haven't read all of them, but I basically know how most of the story went in the
Mm.
comics. I've read some panels, and it's like that it was a shit show from the beginning to the end. Like
Yeah.
there were no redeeming qualities, there were no redeeming acts, and that was why I was like that. I don't think the show can end where the comics ended because it's like it's too dark, and the
Yeah,
show is in that dark.
there are things you can do in books, there are things you can do in graphic novels, things you do in comics that you just cannot do in like in movies and TV shows. I always say this about adaptations. It's just a different medium. Like, yeah, people can come out cynical and you can come out feeling bad about something when you watch, but like there's just a different. It's just a different medium. Adapting is just like reading something and seeing people that look like you on screen. It's just different. It's just a
It's
different
different,
thing.
yeah.
But like, it's like people's like, oh, Hughie should have left the show a long time ago. I'm like, then what show do you want to watch? Like a show without Hughie is it's. I'm sorry, it's that's not a good TV show.
He's literally the soul of this. Like, he's the most important character in this show. Like, if we're keeping it a buck, because
And I'm
everything starts with him.
yeah,
Literally
for sure.
everything starts with him. And not only does everything start with him, he literally inspires these guys to be better. Like, A-Train literally sacrificed himself just so he wouldn't kill somebody else by
Mm,
mistake
yeah.
again. And that was literally all because of Huey. Because even all the times that Huey could have killed him, could have done all these things, Huey was like, that guy, I hate you so much for this thing. But it's like, you've actually helped us. And I don't know if I can actually forgive you, but I cannot pretend like you didn't do all these things. Right.
Yeah.
And again, and that's like what it comes down to again about that balance, right? Huey is the most balanced character in the show in terms of like just being, you know, a regular
A
person
human
whose
being.
brain is
Yeah.
not completely fried. Like, even all the times that Huey was like seeking out revenge and doing all these things, like he's always hesitating because he's like, this is in me. Like, he
Mm.
knows who he is. Like, even in when they were in the detention camp, he's like, we can get through it, this and that. Obviously now, hey man, you saw Homelander take the
When
V1
Homelander
live
has
and
V1,
direct.
things
Like,
are
it's like
different.
it's different, man. Like, even Butcher was like, bro, we have to run. Butcher has never run before. What's like, do you get like that's a different level of shit. So yeah, man. I urge people to actually like watch this show in its entirety, bro. Like,
I mean,
actually
skipping entire
focus.
scenes is crazy. I
Yeah,
don't know how people do things like that. And I'm not saying Huey should be your favorite character. He's not my favorite character. I don't think he's anybody's favorite character. I think like you always, but I just feel like to completely disregard him removes an entire essence of the show. It just does.
literally.
Like the show the is not just it's not like it's good versus evil, yes, but like really is who is good? It's not like the punch fest that you think like is like the big blockbuster movies or whatever are. And that's I think there's something else here. Anyway, let's do Homelander and then
Homelander.
we'll finish with our
What a
couple.
guy, man.
So Homelander's episode is he disbands Congress, he kills the president,
Now,
he
before you continue, I want to read out a list of everything he says while he's in the
Okay,
president's
yes,
office.
please do that.
He says that they need to make the DRC, Democratic Republic Church of America, the national religion of America,
Mm-hmm.
and dissolve all boundaries between church and state.
Mm-hmm.
He says they need to send troops to every sanctuary city that shielded starlighters.
Mm-hmm.
He said they need to pass a federal ban on abortion
Mm-hmm.
and make breastfeeding mandatory.
Mm-hmm.
Then he says they need to ban nut milk. That's that thinking that nuts can produce milk is the greatest trick the devil ever played. The president said he running by Congress, and Homelander says he should disband Congress. That is better for freedom.
Do you know the Rick Ross DJ Khaled video?
Which one?
Where does the milk come from? The nut.
The nuts.
I'm still not up on the almond
Oh, no,
milk.
no, Ross.
Rosé still frightened.
No, get the
I'm
almond milk.
frightened. I just got up on 2% milk a couple years ago.
No, get the almond milk.
Now y'all trying to conspiracy.
No.
And it's the question. Is it from the almond of the walnut? Is they squeezing it out of the peanut?
I don't have that answer, and I usually have every answer.
And then Khalid is like, I don't have those answers. And I usually have all the answers. I don't know if I can put that in this episode. Maybe I'll see. Anyway, yes. Then he kills the president. So at this point, I'm like, oh, Sagala was onto something. It's like, it's not exact one for one, but it's kind of what he was thinking. Get a psychic, find out who is on his side and then not. Okay, so he kills the president. He goes back to Fort Tower. He shows his dad the designs for his theme park. Homeland. And his dad's own section. His dad, and you're right about Soulja Boy again. One of your predictions, he just wants to do drugs and have sex. He's not trying to.
Bro, he's a simple man, bro. He's a simple man, bro.
Who like us? I mean, if you knew, no, I'm not say that. Let's move on. I was gonna say, if you knew that you couldn't die, wouldn't you try all the drugs? Like,
I mean, hey, that's a shout, no cap.
Yeah, obviously, Homelander, who has parental issues, father issues, abandonment issues, doesn't take kindly to this. Do you think he was always going to choke out Soulja Boy, or was it when he said, "Good luck, son," and touched his shoulder?
I think he was never letting Soulja Boy leave, man. Like, he's too clingy, he's too desperate. Like, he's just too fucked mentally. Because, like, he choked Soulja Boy out and starts stroking his hair and crying and saying, I love you. I'm like, what kind of guy is this, bro? Like, this is a sick motherfucker. Like, and it's like, and the thing is, like, Soulja Boy literally tells him, he's like, bro, man, like, you're just too weird, bro.
And I was like, stop saying that.
He said, stop saying that, bro. Like, he literally sounded like a child talking to their parents. He's like, stop saying that. Like I'm not weird. It's like, but you are, nigga. Like, you are a weirdo, bro. Like, and it's like, I feel like that's another thing Homelander doesn't understand. Like, it's genuinely difficult to be around him because he's a fucking weirdo, bro. Like, why you drinking breast milk, bro? Like, imagine you are just hanging with a nigga and you're just drinking breast milk. Like, what the fuck is that?
Obviously, I know I discussed this the first episode we did on this season, but like, it's just so funny how much he cares about people's perception of him, and like it's I was watching Daredevil earlier this season, and I guess spoiler alert, there's a point in the season where the protests against Fisk start to come up, and I was literally thinking, if this was Homelander, he would not know how to cope. Like, if everybody came out, obviously he would end up killing them, but like, he would almost die from like the lack of love that like these people were not giving him or were giving him. Yeah, and he obviously, so obviously, I hope this is not the end of Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy will come out next week. I am really hoping, and the way things are, because again, would assume Ryan will be there next week. I'm really hoping, because then this might put everything that I've said previous episodes against me. But I'm really hoping next week doesn't just devolve into everybody against Homelander. like a big fight of like, oh, they get to Fort Tower, they see Soldier Boy, they release him, he's not angry at Homelander, he fights Homelander, Kimiko is fighting Homelander, Ryan is fighting Homelander, Butcher is fighting Homelander. You get what I'm trying to say?
I
Like
get what you're trying to say.
the Deep is fighting Homelander because like I don't want it to become that.
The Deep is never fighting Homelander. He's too much of a pussy. That never happened.
Yeah, but if he sees everybody fighting Homelander,
He's too much of a pussy.
but I don't want the show to become that.
Mhm.
Like this, do you get what I mean?
No, I get what you're saying, but I feel like it's going to be a little more strategic than that, considering what happened in GMV, right? I feel like
Maria
there's
is what I was
going
going
to
to
be-
say. Yes.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be an actual plan because it's like this is it. Like if you fuck this up, that's the world. The world is
Yeah.
just it. There ain't no hey, let's just charge in there. Like there needs to be an actual plan. So yeah,
But does that plan would that plan include like Soldier Boy fighting with them?
I don't think so because for all intents and purposes, right? As far as they know, Soldier Boy is a Homelander. So I don't think they could possibly include him.
Like, to be clear, there will definitely be a fight.
Oh,
I'm
for
not
sure.
trying. I'm not saying I don't
Without
want
a
a
doubt.
fight. There will be a fight. They're playing the finale in 4DX in cinemas, so like there will be a fight. There will be things happening. I just don't want it to devolve into like a I love Avengers Endgame. It's one of my favorite Marvel movies. Right, I love it 100%. I don't want a version of the Endgame 30, 45-minute fight in The Boys. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I
I
don't
get
want it to be like, because I don't think that's the trajectory we've been on.
you.
So I wouldn't want. But also, there's going to be a fight. They're not going to sit down over a coffee table and hash things out. There's going to be a fight. I just kind of want. I think I would like it to be a little bit more murky. I don't know. I don't know
I
what
feel
I
like
want.
there's going to be a lot of psychological elements before the actual physical
Yeah,
fight starts.
yeah. That's kind of
But
I
it's
don't know
like,
what I want, but I know what I don't want.
yeah, no, I
So
feel you. I feel you. I did like, man, me, I'm just like, people is dying in that fight, bro.
oh yeah.
I just
I
want
mean,
to see who is going to survive. Obviously, I
so
still have my money on Annie and Hughie being the only survivors, but let's see.
so you still don't think even after his speech, you don't think survives?
I don't think so, man. I don't know. See,
Did
the
that
thing is,
monologue convince you more or less of him dying?
I think it convinced me more
Mm,
because
fair.
it's like obviously the stakes are real in this show, right? But the core team is still alive. Literally, only Frenchie has died, and that was this episode. And it's definitely not going to be only him. Like, and even if they don't necessarily die in the fight versus Homelander, they might die in some other ways, just doing what they do, right? Like saving people, all these things. Like, because I feel like a lot of things are going to come into play. Like, even Kimiko, bro, even if she actually has Soldier Boy's power now, we don't know how it's going to work, right? Like,
Uh-huh.
her body might not be able to handle it, and she might die using that power if she has it. So, like, the way I'm seeing this is like, bro, like, this is the final battle against Homelander. The consequences are going to be dire. Because, again, this is it. Like, this is the end. Like, so it's like, even Annie and Hughie surviving, bro, is, I don't even know how. I just
Yeah.
have a feeling they'll survive, but I don't even know how. Because it's like, Butcher is dying. For sure. Like, bro, there is no way Butcher miss it out. Like, it's not possible. Like, and he's going to go out in a blaze of glory as he deserves because again, he's been locked in from day one. He's he's ready to do anything. But the thing is, though, what's interesting is that I feel like it might not even be Homelander that accused Butcher. That's another thing. Like, I feel like it might be Ryan or Hughie that ends up having to kill him.
Or having to, as in like for the not out of anger.
Not out of anger, but just out of him losing his fucking shit. So it's like, and that's why I'm excited for this final episode because it's like there are so many possibilities, bro. Like, and yeah, man, I know it's going to be epic. I just don't know how epic it's going to be.
Okay, so we've said lots of things about Homelander, but there's one thing that we haven't said about Homelander. He hasn't danced a day in his life.
Yo, Frenchie is too funny, man.
Let's talk about Kimiko and Frenchie. You mentioned this plan. And to me, I was like, did this come out of nowhere? Obviously, in the terror episode, they were like, what are you up to? It was like, none of your business, whatever. I don't know if, like, should this have had a bit more runway? Like, what do you think?
I don't think so. Because it was a plan B. Like, it was a plan that...
It was a plan B. It was if we don't get the V1
if we
plan,
don't get
that's right.
yeah, like, and technically it was even a plan C because the virus was plan A. Plan
Sure.
V1 was plan B. So this is plan C. It's like A.
I remember that, sorry to interrupt, I remember that Cyclops panel. I don't know where it's from. I think it's from, might be from when they're on Krakoa, where it's like, we don't do plan A, plan B, and plan C, because that implies that we only have 26 plans. This is plan 1, then plan 2. Like, our plans are infinite. I was like, oh, sorry, Scott Summers. I wasn't aware of your game. Anyway, sorry, yeah. So, Kimiko and Frenchie.
Yeah, so again, I don't think, because again, I didn't even think about it. Like, it literally completely slipped my mind. That's how fucked I was. Like, these guys are. But
Yeah.
again, but you see it and you're like, okay, fair enough. Is this an insane plan? Yes, it's fucking insane. But they have Sage on their side, who is the smartest person
The
in
cheat
the
code.
world.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, fair enough. Butcher, you thinking, bro. This is why I like you. You always 10 toes down with this shit. And Hugh is just like, are you people fucking crazy? Like, he's looking at Frenchie because he's like, Frenchie, stop being a bitch. Frenchie's like, bro, this is not Butcher, bro. This is Kimiko. Kimiko said that she won't do am, bro. This ain't no Butcher vetoing shit. Like, this is her.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, and you can tell that Kimiko is desperate to do something, bro. And again, she's been desperate to do something since the end of last season when she and Frenchie first got separated, right? And again, even her own arc this season, she's trying to get past all of her trauma and get to the point of being able to live a normal life with the man she loves. And for her, this is the best way to do it. Like, Homelander is the obstacle. Like, if there's any hope or any possibility of stopping him, she's down to try it. Because it's like, bro, imagine cooking yourself with uranium
Jesus.
just to see if you can get the power. Like that's dedication, bro. That's real dedication. And it's like, even Frenchie, like, I don't even like the mental torture for Frenchie with that shit is so crazy, because it's like he's trying to turn it off and she's telling, don't you fucking touch that there, bro. Do you know what is going on here? If I get this power like this, we good. We Gucci. Then I love Frenchie's conversations with Sage. Like, he comes, he's telling her, like, guy, please, can you help me? Like, you are the smartest person in existence, and you are watching me cook my girlfriend with uranium downstairs. How far? Like, guy, please. And Sage is just like, love is a logical error, bro. I don't get all that updates. This guy just like, what the fuck, man?
So her full brainiac P is like, no, I need a human being right now.
Bro, literally, Sage is just like bottomizing herself. Oh, make I chop, watch TV, masturbate. So it's concern me with all these doings, bro. And I cannot believe that it's Love Island that brings them together.
Hey,
but
man.
fair enough, man.
Love Island brings lots of people together.
Fair enough, man.
Are you a
Fair
Love
enough.
Islander? You're not.
Nah, I'm actually not. But like, a lot of my guys actually watch it, bro.
Yeah.
And the episodes I've seen, I've been crazy. No cap.
I mean,
that's a generational talent. I've never seen Yash move like that in a minute. So I was like, fair enough. I see why you guys watch it.
I would say Frenchie, as much he said lots of right things episode. He said that people watch Love Island because they care about love. Maybe that's fair. I watch Love Island for the drama, man.
Yeah.
I watch Love Island to see messy white people. I don't know what to say to you.
I mean, hey, my people got the different reasons. But
yeah, I would say that him saying that, agreeing to the kids and the dog, I was like, okay, you're done.
yeah,
I was like, that is it. Full stop.
you finished,
I didn't think it was this episode. I would admit.
I thought that the next episode, but
yeah. Until the second Homelander was coming, I didn't think it was going to be this episode. Yeah, I think the Frenchie and Kimiko thing has always worked, right?
Yes, no.
Like, last season finale didn't really work for me because I thought we had gone past the village. I thought they were just friends. But no, I think they've always, like I mentioned them when I was talking about Hughie and Annie. I think they've kind of always been the hearts as well, like
Mhm.
or opposite ends, right?
Mhm.
Like um mm, Annie and Hughie were good people who had to maintain their goodness in this world, while Frenchie and Kimiko were, for lack of a better word, bad people who had to become good through their relationship. Right? They're coming from opposite ends where they ended up being hopefully just all good, like the four of them. Um, yeah, so Frenchie sacrifices himself, which I think we all kind of theorized that he was going to
Yeah.
sacrifice himself for Kimiko. Um,
I love how they said that Homelander can't see through zinc.
we
The way
didn't know about
Superman can't see through lead.
through lead. Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't know about that for Homelander, did we? Maybe we
Nah,
did.
this is the first time they mentioned
First
it.
time, yeah, like yeah, zinc lead. Um, do you have any final thing you want to? I mean, should we spend more time? I think we've like. I don't want to not give Kimiko and Frenchie enough time. I think
No,
we've
I
kind
think
of
we can
like.
still speak on them. But again, it's like, hey man, like I love how Frenchie calls Homelander a Nazi putan. I like and I love how like when guys are in their last moments with Homelander, they just realize that this is just a child, bro.
Yeah.
Like this is literally just a child. Like what
Mm.
like what am I so scared of? Like and again is a testament to, for lack of a better words, the power of love, right? Because Frenchie is there and he's seen that Homelander can't see through his thing, so he's curious. So he taps the machine. Because again, he's like, Homelander is definitely not going to be interested in him, but
Mm.
Homelander is definitely going to be interested when he sees the machine. And Homelander sees it and he's like, you're trying to recreate Soldier Boy's parlor trick. And Frenchie is like, we already did it.
Mm.
And they're coming for you right now. So Homelander is like, so Homelander, you see in that moment, his face changes. Like he thinks, he's like, oh shit, did these guys actually do this thing? Then Frenchie now exposes him to the enriched uranium and stuff after, saying he should suck his hairy nutsack and calls him a Nazi putain, which is poetic.
And says
Then
you never
he
danced a day in your
dies.
life.
Then he dies in Kimiko's arms. Well, Kimiko runs out and like obviously she's distraught. She's like, "Why did you leave me? This and that." All he says is that, "Are you all right?" And she just starts breaking down. And she's like, "Thank you for saving me." He's like, "No, you saved me." And I'm like, "Damn, this some corny shit, but like, I love shit like this, bro."
That's the thing. Look, corny shit are corny for a reason because sometimes it just hit. Like
Yeah,
sometimes like it's corny, but sometimes it just
it
hits.
just hits, man. Cause he's like, "Bro, your lover dying in your arms, bro. That's some crazy shit, bro. That's some crazy shit."
Uh,
But yeah, that and again, that's another reason why I think Kimiko might die because it's like at this point she doesn't really have anything to live for,
mm,
and again she's going to be on scorched earth mode, like she's ready to do anything now. I
yeah,
mean, she was already ready, but now she's ready. Yeah,
yeah, for
so it's
sure.
like, yeah, man, is yeah that next episode better be like an hour 30, bro. Like let's flesh
Yeah,
everything out.
I am kind of a bit scared because when you put out everything, like when you talk about the Gen V guys, well, that's fine. Like
Yeah,
we knew they were coming. I
yeah,
just like you have them, you have Ryan, maybe Stan, the boys, the seven. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'll be honest. I'm scared. I hope they can like balance everything. I am scared.
yeah. I hope they can stick the landing because it's
Yeah,
tough, man. Like finales are hard. Like
as they've told us multiple times in this episode through Warm, like that is he asked the Taylor Sheridan AI and he still brought out.
like, bro, finales are hard, and it's like the way the show has been going this season. I think they did a good job of pacing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think they did a good job of pacing in general and closing loops.
Mm-hmm.
But but you saying you're scared for the finale is honestly it makes sense, right? Because it's like even though there's so much that has been resolved, there's still so many unresolved things, right? And it's like these are things that are so easy to fumble. They are easy to fumble because it's like if the Gen V characters do come into play in this final episode, right? How are they going to come into play? Their show has been cancelled. Are they going to kill them off or they're going to
Mm.
leave them in the boys' universe?
No,
Like,
they're definitely still alive. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like there's so many things. And again, it's like the resolution on Homelander. What is it going to be? Some people want Homelander dead and gone. They want him out of the picture. Some
I'm
people,
even more convinced than by my prediction that he's not dying.
yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm starting to lean towards that side. So some people want Homelander dead and gone. And I'm one of those people. I want him to die. I'm tired, bro. Like, he's a stain on the earth.
He's a
He
stain
needs
on
to
the
be
earth.
gone. On the other hand, some people are like, dying for Homelander
Too
is
easy.
not enough. It's too easy.
It's too easy.
And I see it as well. But that's not the kind of guy that needs to be alive. He needs to be gone.
He'll be alive as a human being.
I get it, but I need him gone.
Alive as a human being and hated. Like nothing worse. Like people hate him, we hate him.
People hate him, yeah. I think, honestly, I think if Homelander loses powers, he'll kill himself.
Eventually, probably, yeah.
I think he'll kill himself.
For sure.
So, that's, I mean,
one thing we can be sure of, and we'll wrap up now, is that the finale is going to piss off people.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so.
Like, it's like, and that's another thing. I don't feel like there's any way the finale is going to be satisfying. Like, I feel like there are going to be parts of it that are just going to be straight up annoying. But I know the way they're going to deal with Homelander is going to be special. And another thing, the deep, I don't know what they're going to do to him, but I know he's going to be in hell before he dies. And I need to see that.
We need to see that. We need that. We need that.
Bro, I need it so much, bro. Like, I need it so much. And hey, again, I hope the team survives, bro. But it's looking long for them. I can't lie. It's looking long, no cap.
It's looking very long. Let's wrap it up there. I need to go watch Devil Wears Prada 2 to continue my performative maleness.
Hey, that's a classic.
Yeah, guys, thank you very much for listening. We'll be back next week for the finale. If our episode is not out at the normal time, then to be out a few days later. Yeah, but we'll try our best, obviously, to get it out as soon as we physically can. Thank you very much. This is wrapping up this run. We'll soon start, not soon, but we'll start House of the Dragon in July, I think. House of Dragon Season 3 is start of July. And then we have some other things over the summer that we'll try to do. As always, if you're listening to this at this point, hopefully you know about our MCU 12, where we are talking about one MCU movie a month from January to February. The latest one on... What was the latest one? Spider-Man No Way Home came out recently, so check that out. And then next month's it will be out in a couple of weeks. So, guys, thank you very much.
Yeah, man. 2 things we did mention, though.
Yeah?
When Hughie and Butcher first get to vote and they see Father practicing the song, and that's for his review. And Hughie is like, you got to hand it to Homelander. He's the only person that can reveal the second coming of Christ with song and dance. And Butcher says he's Hitler on the outside and Fuzzy on the inside. The second thing, quotes from Frenchie, R.I.P. Frenchie. He's talking to Sage, and he says that Socrates called love divine madness, and that's the most perfect definition of love I've ever heard in my life.
You're right about that. House of Dragon Season 3 is June 21st, not start of July. So we'll be back in Westeros very soon. After this year's excellent Night of Seven Kingdoms. Okay, so anyway, we're good?
We're good.
Okay.
To the listeners, we divine madness you all.
Yes, we do. Bye, guys.